Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. If you've never been here, hello stranger, it's good to have you here. My name is Frida Martins and I am a German artist with multiple disabilities living in Iceland, drinking my morning coffee. And on Tuesdays I'm always doing something related to tarot reading. Maybe the coffee grounds will also tell me something. And yeah, because everything is chaos here, I decided to get some help here from Abraham and from Alfonso. And Alfonso can wear the hat today because I still haven't showered, but it's important to me to make my videos before I get going with the day because they also help me to get grounded. And I mean, if you shouldn't know, I have worked on a children's book idea where the whale wears a hat for many years, but it never came to fruition. And actually, in the recent past, I've found out that someone else has published a children's book about a big humpback and gave it a really similar name to like the one I envisioned, so I need a new name. What would you think about Alphonse for an old Norwegian whale? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I should actually put up a small lottery, like everyone who comments with a name can win a hand-painted postcard. Yes, let's give it a try. Let's give the whale a name. And Alphonse is one candidate, but more suggestions are, of course, welcome. I learned the other day that journaling rather than going on social media in the morning is very healthy. My eyeglasses are supposed to come this or next week. Like the other day, one of my favorite tarot readers said the new moon is in the fish, or the fish is in the new moon. I don't exactly remember because I'm not into astrology, but then I tried to make my day plan as a moon phase with glasses, and I thought this was also like a nice opportunity because my new glasses are dark red and dark blue in order to mirror like my male and female energy. So yeah, the moon looks a little bit like me. And actually, I want to also make a day plan every morning in the journal. I have a blank journal for drawing and a lined journal for if I want to combine drawing and writing a lot. And I have more journals, but that's not relevant now. That's one of my collection hobbies. And I know that like craft stuff and planner stuff and journal stuff is an industry, because I think many people need like some sort of grounding exercise. And today I want to ask the cards, how can we bring our deepest inner wishes to fruition? Be it writing a book, be it being more organized, be it finding a partner. And of course, everything's falling apart here. So yes, first thing, embrace the chaos. Embrace the things that are falling. Because when the tower falls, new things can come up. Oh, that is even about falling. Spilled tea is not the end of the world. And actually, this lady here, I don't know if she spilled the tea on herself or if she has vitiligo, like this medical condition where where the skin goes lighter in some places, and you can't do much about it. But there are actually, especially women with vitiligo who became models, sort of to show the world I am beautiful the way I am. I know this may not work for everyone, but it was good to see. And actually, now that what is the hat doing in my coffee? That's not a good idea. I think I have to rinse the yarn later. But I have to kind of live with this now. I know this is the most chaotic tarot reading ever, but yeah, let's take it as an invitation to embrace that sometimes the things fall. And sometimes the things just don't work out as planned. I may have mentioned a lot that I have very visible disabilities and am still searching for a way to make a living artwork out of them. Like an artwork that is positive without being toxic, and of course that doesn't come across as if I was mocking people. But let's say I grew up in a very religious family, and also had very religious friends for a while. And many of them told me, like, God made me this way and God put me into this world because blah, blah, blah. Of course, this is can also be problematic and deserves some more reflection. Put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded in one way or another. Actually, like, she has this similar chubby build as me. I like that. And here is a wall, like a Sleeping Beauty wall, where the roses are growing and where, like, the prince can come through when the time is right. I also have funny shoes and mismatching socks most of the time. But actually, socks are also one of my collection hobbies. I'm just so chaotic that I never find the proper ones. And hey, I even have such a this strawberry red vest. Three lanterns. Light the lanterns. That's actually a song from the Lost Media community, as in like a radio takeout or like demo tape that nobody knows who made it. And the song still wants to be heard, and the song still has a community of fans, and I wrote like sort of a fan fiction about it, where let's say the singer actually discovers a new life and a new love in a new context that was forbidden, and like the new love used to be like also a very religious person and needs to come to terms with okay, what is her past and what can she still take home from the religion, and what is trash. And that may differ from person to person. So yes, I know this is sort of me talking a lot about writing books here, but take it as it resounds. What good things do you have in your past and in your childhood, and what things need work, what things need actually be put away? This particular dog also reminds me of something personal that needs to be put a little bit further away. But yesterday I also listened to a beautiful tarot reading where the dog was a symbol of like obedience, which I don't interpret as like here and now sit and lay and blah, but rather like communicating with the dog in a healthy way. Like when dogs and people have relatively clear rules. I know that sounds contradictory to chaos. Then they can like live a more relaxed life together. And I also see like here the mixture of like being really organized and straight and boxed in, and then the flowers grow organically and the stars also grow organically. And yeah, find your right mixture of being organized and chaotic, I would say. And we have 5 more minutes for good messages to bring our stuff to fruition. Okay, 10 of Wands. She made candles, and is that in the snow? Blessed Samhain. To my great shame, I must admit I don't know when exactly Samhain is, but in Iceland, they have this legend of Kertasníkir, which is one of the Yule lads, sort of like a little troll in today's time, often dressed in a Santa Claus costume, who steals the candles. And this legend comes from a time where the people made the candles by hand from basically animal fat, and the candles were really precious. So that was the end of the world when the candles were missing in the winter. I have a personal theory that the Yule lads, there are 12 in total, are actually based on outcast people who lived in the mountains and had to live on what they could steal or even what other people threw away. Like some other Yule lads are known for eating leftover food. And the pumpkin is actually, of course, like a fruit from America. I like pumpkin, and actually it is also a little bit of a symbol of my emancipation as a non-binary person. I used the nickname Pumpkin in some context, and that's why actually my family gave me like a huge jar of like sugared pumpkin pulp as a token of acceptance, and I found that so cool. So yeah, up the stairs. The pumpkins are up the stairs. Maybe you have something inside that wants to come out, and that has to like slowly walk up the stairs, but also like slowly grow up the stairs. And yeah, give yourself room to grow, and give yourself maybe also room to think in what situations are you Kertasníkir. I once was introduced also to a lovely story where the people started communicating with the Yule lads, but the story was not officially published, so I don't want to go into details here. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? Do we need to kill the spider with a shoe? I mean, the spider can be a very useful animal because it eats like all the insects that would otherwise get on our nerves, and like many spiders have a web that is also very organized and even and very normally invisible, but still very efficient. So maybe I'll leave you to this day with the idea that even when you do the small invisible things, they may be more efficient than you think. And think again what can live in your life and what really has to go. And I wish you a great day where you can think about all that. Bye bye.